Hey, dude.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, everybody. You've got Doug here. You've got Carl. That's right. Yeah, I forget who it is. We're starting.
Look at the records.
Yeah, they're really. We're starting the show a little bit different this week because just want to talk about for a minute about what we all saw happen on Monday night. Our hearts, our prayers, our thoughts go out to Damar Hamlin and his family.
100%.
100%. I mean, you know, we all love football. I mean, and we do. We know you do. But nobody ever wants to see anything like that. And it just makes us sad. And so we just want to tell everybody that, you know, our thoughts and prayers, you know, are with him and his family. And with the Bills team. It's a family as well.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think you saw between it's the Bills team, but like these guys go at each other every week, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
You saw that the whole league is a family.
Yeah.
The whole sports community is a family. Everybody that's reached out, the way the Bills and the Bengals
absolutely
handled the situation, it reminds you. You know, we talk every week. They're not helmets on the board. You know, I bang on a Baker Mayfield or or Lamar Jackson or call Matthew Stafford trash, right? Like these. That makes it very real, and it was hard to see that happen. But like you said it best. I mean, we want to acknowledge that it's hard. I can't imagine how to get up and play football because it was when we were talking, how are we going to get up to do the show with the same energy that we always do it. But one thing that we are going to do, so I would like to put the link to the GoFundMe. On the site. So if people want,
that awesome.
They're worried about people getting driven to the wrong site. Yeah, that toy drive that he did, the Chasing M's Foundation Community Toy Drive, we'll put that out there. If anybody feels needed, at least it knows it's going to drive you to the right place. You said it best. Our thoughts, our prayers, our hearts are with Damar Hamlin and his family for sure.
You know, if there's a silver lining in the dark cloud, and believe me, we can bang on the NFL and all kinds of things, but what they did to help him within seconds after that happened.
Right, they had the protocols were in place, and they were executed by people that saved his life. Yeah,
really did,
and it was quick.
This is Wednesday evening, from what I read. Things look like, you know, obviously things can change, but you know, I mean.
Yeah, we're pulling for the best, hopefully, right? And And what we want to do now is we thought we would just come out and acknowledge that where everyone's thinking about him, the entire country and sports community is thinking about Damar and his family. Ryan Clark on ESPN when his analysis of what was happening when he said this kid's out there living his dream, and he was, and that could happen to any of us anytime, you know, and just don't take anything for granted. But
no.
I think that, what do you think? We reset and
I think we
do our show with some.
I think we kind of, it's almost, okay, now let's get into it, right?
We're going to talk about these games and we're going to make our picks and let's see what happens, all right?
You got it.
Let's reset it.
All right, we're going to reset this, folks. Dude, week 18. Can you believe it?
Best show ever.
Best show ever. Best show.
Man.
Week 18. We talk about this all the time. We start talking about the next season, I think the first hour after the Super Bowl the last season, right? And we're already geeked up about it. And
we talk about when we're going to do our preseason shows, when we're going to do our preseason picks. You know, is February too early? Is it too early to get a show in February? We need to do a show every week in the off season.
We get so excited, and then it starts. And it's already week 18.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm sad at the same time.
I feel like with week 18, I feel like I almost want to. I know it's not on the scale. We should jump right into records.
I think we do.
31 games over 500.
All right,
go ahead.
Okay.
No, let's skip that.
All right,
let's go.
Remember, you've got Carl, you've got Doug, you've got Firebird Sports, you've got the Week 18 show.
Yes,
and yes,
you do.
Let's get into the records. Before we do
let's go.
Let's talk about the championship game real quick. Last week we spent a lot of time.
We almost called those. I think we called those exactly the way we were going to play out. Because,
we actually did.
We really did.
I mean, those. as an Ohio State fan, of course, I don't like the way it ended.
Heartbreaking.
But what a game! What a game!
That kick, he probably makes that kick 9 out of 10 times. And he makes that kick, and it's a totally different tone. Ohio State's in the national championship game, but we said it. They weren't the best team in the nation all year to get blown out by Georgia in that game.
Absolutely.
So, and it was never a blowout.
That was, and Michigan, you know what, Michigan, dudes, you lost.
Listen, we're not going to bang on Michigan because, listen, Ohio State lost too, but I said I was scared that TCU was going to bring it, and Michigan didn't feel like they were ready for it.
No. So that leaves us with TCU taking on Georgia. It's Georgia by 12.5. I'm going to tell you right now, straight up, I think Georgia wins. But give me those points. Give me those points, 12.5, because Max Duggan is exactly what we said.
Listen,
He is not going to give up. He will play until the last second on the clock.
He will battle. So,
Now,
can TCU pull it off? Man, I want to sit here and
I would love to.
Yes.
I'm rooting for TCU.
Yes. You know what? I should just say
Absolutely.
yes because it's not like I have to. I'm held accountable if I'm wrong, right? Like, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, they're gonna do it. Ah!
I mean, this is one. It's fun to go for the underdog, right? It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'm an SEC guy, and but I think TCU is going to bring it. I don't see how. I don't know. Actually, I'm not there yet. I've got the algorithm. I'm still working on it. It has not given me the definitive pick yet. I'm still kind of plugging away in there. I don't have my answer yet.
But your algorithm was smoking. I hope you turn it off every once in a while or let it cool off, because in week 17, dude,
week 18,
11 and 4. 11. You are 31
you were 11
games.
And 4 too. But yeah, it's this right here.
31 games above 500. Are you kidding me? Have you ever done anything like that before?
This is one of the better years I've had. It's pretty solid. I mean, I'm used to winning, but I'm used to picking winners. But that was a good one.
I'm happy. I'm happy as a pig and slap when it comes to my 11 and 4.
You're almost 10 games over.
I know. I really have been meandering along there and just kind of kicking along.
And the Kool-Aid pick is back up over 500. I like to see that.
That Jacksonville game. I just saw it. I just saw that game. That was just.
We need the lock winners, never in doubt. Put it away. That's what we need. And then Dan Campbell. He did the guest picker, the guest picker curse, 6 and 9. He can't keep up when you're in the hot seat.
We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so Miami Dolphins, we were 11 and 4. He was 12 and 3. Yeah. Right. And then look at everybody else. Look at all the 10s. I mean, in the 9s. I mean, Pinger, he was 9 and 6. A lot of great games. So everybody, nice job last week. Big. Absolutely nice job. And dude, that 31 games above 500, that keeps you up on top. That puts you up on the top. Remember,
I've got 3 errors where I said it on the show. That was my pick, and then I entered it wrong. So there is a 3-game error, but that does keep me 1 up on Octmont and 1 behind Tua. So I'm going after Tua on the site this week.
Octmont, our buddy Octavio, he's on the board this week.
I need to keep him. I need to not worry about him and just go after Tua. So to do that, we invited him to be the guest picker so we can be sure to tank his picks. So he's on the hot seat.
What Octavio does, he says, "You're just inviting me so that I get the guest picker curse."
100% correct. That is absolutely right.
I said, "Not me, Carl." Yes.
Yeah. I was like, "Hey, Doug, call Octman. Let's get him on the show."
So he's on the hot seat, is what he is. I said,
this one stings.
You got closer, at least closer. You were at all those runs.
Tampa had to score 20 points in the fourth. Okay, so I have to acknowledge hashtag Buck Nation.
Buck Nation.
I really do. They pulled it out. I don't know how they pulled it out, but they did. And I'm gonna say this about because they crushed my 3-team parlay, Buck Nation, because I told them I'd give them. I gotta give them love.
You gotta.
Because I was wrong. You were right. I'm dumb. You're smart. You're very handsome. I'm not very good looking. But anyway, here's the thing. If Tampa Bay, because they are not good.
No, they're not good.
They're not good. But give them some love. They did it. If Tampa Tom wins the Super Bowl, I will wear a Bucks jersey the entire season next year. I will wear a Tampa Bay jersey the entire season.
I love it.
Tampa Bay. I'm really not that concerned about it,
No.
but I'm just throwing it out there for hashtag Buck Nation to know I was wrong. And you were right.
Now that we do have gambling here in Ohio,
Yes, we do.
I might put $5 in the. I might put $5 in the Buccanneers to win it all.
Win it all.
Because
go ahead, Tim. Then I'll be in a Tampa Bay jersey every week. Every week I'll start. Oh,
3-team parlay. John Duran, Bills Mafia. Nice job. Matty Connor, nice job.
Matty Connor showing up.
He's done it a couple times this year. He has done it a couple times. Okay, let's talk about where we're at from the division-wise, right?
Yep.
Okay, Eagles in control of their own destiny, and the NFC. The 49ers are in. Vikings are in. Buccaneers are in.
They're in. They won the division.
You got the Cowboys. You got the Giants, and it comes down to the last one.
Yeah.
They're Seattle. Green Bay Lions are all 8-8.
I think a lot could happen in here with seeding, not so much with the Giants and Tampa, because they'll lock, regardless of record, they're locked in as that.
San Francisco has a chance to get number one.
That's right. Yeah. Dallas has a chance to be the number one.
Dallas has a chance. So I mean,
Minnesota does not.
Right, exactly.
Because they're fakes.
They are fakes. They're definitely fakes. Okay, Seattle. If Seattle wins,
they're in.
They're in. If Seattle wins, they're in. The Packers.
They win,
no,
wait. No.
Packers,
Packers win, they're in. Packers are the one that control it. Yeah, they're in.
Seattle needs Detroit's help.
I was already assuming the Detroit win. I was already assuming the Detroit win. Green Bay's not.
Detroit needs Seattle's help.
Yes.
So that's right. The Packers, believe it or not, the Packers. As much as I bang on the Packers, gotta give them credit. They didn't quit.
Somebody's been doing that all season. I don't know who. I don't know who on this show has been saying the Packers are right there. That Rodgers wasn't done.
I will not put the $5 in the Packers.
All right.
Okay, AFC. It's still between the Bills and the Chiefs. Of course, there's that one game out there.
The Bengals still have that chance for the one seed.
The Bengals are in there.
The Bengals still could get the one seed.
You still have. The first playoff game starts Saturday night.
Yeah.
Jacksonville takes on Tennessee.
Win and you're in.
That's it. We'll talk about that in a minute. These guys, Patriots, Steelers, Dolphins, are all 8-8. So they all have the chance to get in. So it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
Yep.
Real quick, talk about our top 5
teams. I'm gonna hold steady here with the same top 5 I had before. I'm going with the Bengals and the Bills 1-2.
Yep.
The Chiefs right there at 3, and then the Niners. I don't know how I feel about Philadelphia. I would almost Philly/Dallas, even with Jalen, but they're there.
So. They're there. Nothing has changed.
Nothing's changed.
And everybody.
This will change it. Let's go.
It will change it. Okay, Let's go. Brown bag. Who's your brown bag last week?
I am going with the Carolina Panthers, who I bet to win their division before the season started. And I was wrong to doubt Tom Brady. I was wrong to doubt hashtag Buck Nation.
Yep.
We should just put it there. Hashtag Buck Nation. Because I have to keep saying hashtag Buck Nation. Because I was wrong. And they dominated to win that division with an 8-8 record. Or potentially 9-8 if they beat the Falcons. But Carolina, you had it. You traded away your best player. You traded away your quarterback. You fired your head coach.
They actually got better.
And you had it.
They actually got better.
Had it.
They did.
But they ran into hashtag Buck Nation. And what are you going to do when you run into them?
I'm going to bang on hashtag
Skull. They are one of the biggest frauds I've ever seen.
Every week they try to lose. They do their best. And boy, did Green Bay beat them like they stole money from them.
I will say, I heard you. This is the first time that I will say, you are what your record says you are. In the Minnesota's case,
it's wrong.
Is not true. That is not true. So they are terrible.
Completely wrong. I mean, they've been trying to lose. Okay, let's get into Week 18. Are you ready?
Go. Man, I am ready.
It starts out with a playoff game in the second game. Okay,
so good.
So first of all, Chiefs, Saturday afternoon. Take on my Raiders. Chiefs by 7.5. Jared Stidham. I like it.
Good.
I like it.
It's almost like they knew what they were doing.
It looked like you knew what you were doing. Okay. I like the energy. The Chiefs have to win this game.
They do.
Just keep going. So who do you like?
Well, here's the thing. When you have to win a game, you play a little tighter. I don't think it's loosey-goosey. I think the Raiders are having fun. They've got a spark. If it was the Raiders are going to be right in this game.
Dude, I am with you on that. I'm not saying that the Raiders will win the game, but they are going to be. They're going to play all the way to the end. And you know what, Octavio? We're starting out, dude. So nobody's gaining on each other here.
Nope.
Yes, but I like that. I like the Raiders across the board there. Okay.
I did this so I could pee, so I could know his picks ahead of time, so I could pick the same game all the way across the board. Gotcha!
He wants to see you picking.
I'm going to pick the same game all the way down the board.
Okay, Titans take on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Jaguars by 6.5.
Yeah.
No Ryan Tannehill. Derrick Henry is going to be playing, and he's going to run the ball like
70 times.
75.
I think the time of possession is going to be like 38 minutes to 2.
These guys impressed the heck out of me.
Absolutely, for some reason, you have been in love with them for a few weeks now.
Like
but I'm going with Tennessee to stay within that 6.5 because it's going to go out. They're going to drag them through the mud.
You know what? I'm going to go with Tennessee, and Octavio's going to go with Tennessee.
See what we're doing here, Octavio? You see what we're doing? That's my algorithm.
If anything, Derrick Henry is going to keep the ball out of Trevor Lawrence's hands, right? Okay. Patriots need to win. Take on the Bills. They need to keep up with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Bills by 7.5. Who do you like?
This should be a battle.
A lot on the Bills. A lot of other things in the Bills.
This should be a battle, but I do think that New England's going to be in this game. Should be a 3.4-point game, and New England could potentially steal this one. They're trying to get in the playoffs, and they need the win.
All right.
I'm going with New England.
Octavio goes with the Patriots. I'm going to go to the Bills. Okay. I'm going to go to the Bills on this. I know.
You can't get them all right.
No, I can't get. Okay, Browns. Finally, Deshaun Watson showed a little bit of football acumen last week. A little bit.
Yeah.
Take on Kenny Pickett, who's showing even more. Hey, Anthony. I like what the Steelers are doing. I gotta give you credit. They're still in demand. Okay, Steelers by 3.5.
Unfortunately, the Browns are going to be in the lovely position of playing spoiler here, and they are most likely going to take care of this business and win this game. It will be by no more than a field goal. The Steelers aren't beating anybody by more than a field goal.
I'm with you on that one too. And now here's the difference. Octavio's going to the Steelers.
Snuck Octavio. You told me you took the Browns.
No, I did not tell Carl at all in advance who the picks were. Okay. My favorite Vikings, yeah, right. Take on the Bears. Vikings by 3.5.
There's a yin and the yang to the NFL. There's nothing Minnesota can do in this game to change their position.
I just don't like that spread, the 3.5.
No, that's why I'm going with the Bears because they'll bounce back. It's the yin and the yang. It's the up and the down. They're going to bounce back. They just got thumped by the Lions, but guess what? The Lions are good.
You know what? I'm going to go with you on that one. I'm going to take a hunch that I'm going to go with the Bears as well. Just because Justin Fields or whoever's going to play, they can do whatever they can.
Listen, the algorithm's locked in on week 18. I'm just telling you. I don't.
Go ahead.
Week 18. The algorithm
this is tough because there's so many garbage teams.
Listen, the only reason we don't know everything is because we don't know how many of these games are going to be like preseason games. Right? We don't know. So some of them could be.
Point of view. We got to call it out.
Algorithms knows what's going on.
All right, this is a preseason game. Buccaneers have nothing to play for. Absolutely nothing to play for.
Absolutely nothing.
You've got Desmond Ridder there and the Falcons. You know what? I'm going to go with the Falcons. Well, give me the Falcons.
You can have two wrong because, listen, #BuckNation. Let me tell you what's going to go down in this game right here.
Go ahead.
Tom Brady's been playing football for a long time, since I was a kid.
I've been
watching him since I was
before most people
5
probably
years old.
watching the show have been born, right?
But here's what he knows is you don't want to go into the playoffs
on a bad
you need momentum.
That's a good point.
You need momentum, and they're going to go in there and they're going to win this game. And you don't take these games lightly because that's how people get hurt too.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
But I put it out there. I already got it out there. I can't change it.
Atlanta's terrible. They're not winning this game.
I can't change it. I can't.
You can't. You can, but...
Well, no. Why did I do that? It's Falcons by 2.5. Well, I wasn't looking at that.
Tampa,
you know what? I'm sticking with it. Okay,
That's what I did, and I lost.
All right. The Panthers take on the Saints. Saints by 3.5.
The Panthers think there's any way I'm taking them after that garbage performance. I actually think the Saints will cover this 3.5.
Do you think so?
Because the Saints... Neither one of these teams have anything to play for except the fact to play. And guess what? It's in home. The fans are there. They're going to play for the fans. They're going to put on a show.
Keep talking.
The Saints are going to cover.
I love it. I love it so much that's right.
It took 18 weeks. 18 weeks for me to love the Kool-Aid pick. This is a lock right here.
This is the very first
You don't need
one.
to bet on. You don't need to take any other games. Lock it up.
This is the very first one.
It's
that
all season.
Carl is in agreement with.
I think so. I think you can go back and look at every single week, and this is the first time that I'm on board.
Everything you just said is exactly what I wanted to say. That's so good. Keep it up. Keep going, dude.
I love it.
There you go. It's
Saints at home,
there you
rolling.
Go. That's right.
They're going to roll like Jacksonville rolled.
It is the Saints. I'm going with that. So, first time all season we finally do this. Okay. Here's a meaningless game.
Yeah, this one is pretty meaningless.
Texans take on the Colts. Colts by 2.5. I got to go with the Colts just because it's the same philosophy. It's at home.
You know, there's nothing to play for. Everybody's trapped. You know, they're going to get
Exactly.
And we think that they're starting Ellinger is what we were under the impression.
Well, Nick Foles is hurt. Yeah. Matt Ryan. I mean, you guys start Ellinger.
Yeah, Colts get a win here. Colts get a win
just
here.
Because.
And then they start making the phone call to Harbaugh and see how that goes. So
could be okay. Jets take on the Dolphins. Jets starting Mike White. Dolphins by half point. It's going to be with Skylar Thompson because Teddy Bridgewater's got the hurt finger. They need to win.
And the Jets absolutely imploded. And it's down in Miami again. They're at home. And I thought this might have been your Kool-Aid pick, but I do like the Saints. Miami.
And you know what? It's across the board. I'm going to go with Miami, and so Octavio is going with Miami.
Yeah,
that one is a good.
This one, yeah, that's a
all right. Ravens take on the Bengals. Bengals by 6.5. In that shortened game, the Bengals did come out very nice. They came out, against the Bills.
Well, here's the thing. Newsflash. They're really freaking good.
They're good.
They are Super Bowl contenders. They are really good. And
You've been saying that. You've been saying that all year long.
Baltimore is not. And I've been saying that all year long. And they can be, you might as well be in that same boat with Minnesota on their record.
You're right.
Because they're terrible. And I think the Bengals are going to thump them.
I'm going to go with you on the Bengals, and here I love this because Octavio's going with the Ravens, so I like the differences there.
Yeah,
I like the differences.
He's struggling, so it's about right where I want him. I got him right where I want him.
Okay, this is the one.
Messing with the algorithm.
This is
what
the
are you
one,
doing, man?
This is the one between the heart and logic. Okay, the Rams and Baker Mayfield take on Geno Smith and the Seahawks. Seahawks by 6.5.
In Seattle, with the 12th man. Which all the momentum. The Rams are going to win this football game.
Which means I am all with you on
Rams
that.
win the game. Rams win the game. Don't even overthink it.
That's it.
Don't even overthink it. Baker Mayfield's playing for a job.
Lions fans, this is it. This is it. Okay, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. We are all rooting for Baker and we're rooting for
Rams win this game.
Absolutely, I'm with you. I like that.
Rams win the game.
All right. Restore the roar. Absolutely.
Rams win the game.
Giants. Congratulations to the Giants. Congratulations to them. Nice season.
They fumbled through it. They got off to that fast start and they tripped their way into the playoffs.
But they're still in the playoffs. Okay.
I don't remember. I should have looked.
Actually, they're like 9-6-1, something like that.
Yeah, now. But what did they start? Were they 6-1?
They were. No, they was a pretty good start.
Yeah.
Then they ran into the meat of the schedule.
Yeah,
but they didn't necessarily fall apart. But
yeah.
okay, they're still in. Take on the Eagles. The Eagles do have to win to stay ahead. I don't think they can improve anything. No. I don't think they can't improve their standing. 13.5 is too much, man. I got to go with the Giants. Just because it's just too many points. How many weeks did it take me to finally learn that? It's taken me a lot.
I like it. You went 11-4 last week. I know that. We didn't have the same picks. You just stepped out.
It's taken me a long time. Okay. It might be different on this one, though. The Cardinals, McSorley or McFlurry or whatever, take on the 49ers. 49ers have been embarrassed by the Raiders there. These guys are not the Raiders. 49ers by 13.5. You know what? I think the 49ers are so mad from their performance from last week that they're going to bury.
Thank you for not making that the Kool-Aid pick.
No,
can I just say that at least? You didn't you didn't make them the Kool-Aid pick. I'm okay. I didn't go 143 and 112 by taking 13.5-point favorites. I can tell you that.
I suppose with 31 games above 500, this guy has a little bit of knowledge.
We've had a good year. We've had a good year.
Okay. Chargers, I don't think they can really change their standing at all. Take on Russell Wilson. Chargers by 3.5. It is outdoors. Does that make any difference? I'm curious what you like in this one.
Yeah, I think this is another home game. It's a field goal game, if anything, and I'm going with Denver. Denver played with some heart last week. They seem to find some things. You rise up when the coach is removed. And
I'm going to go with Octavio on the Giants only because of what you said earlier. You don't want to start the playoffs on a loss. But it could be it could be a field goal.
But
thing.
you don't want to play the playoffs, but we're forgetting who their coach is too.
Nah, yeah, that's Sean Payton. Next year. Okay, the Cowboys take on Washington. Cowboys by 3.5. Going back to Tyler Henke. Why they started Carson Wentz last week? I know that was like the stupidest decision in decision-making in football.
Some things will be decided by then, but it potentially... Oh, no, they'll all be playing at the same time.
Yeah.
They're all playing at the same time where Dallas could be going for the 1 seed.
Okay, I'm going to go Cowboys just for the same philosophy that you don't want to start the playoffs in a loss.
I'm going to go with it because they're so much better and they've got so many weapons. And as much as I bang on Dak, they've been looking pretty good lately. I have to go with Dallas to cover that 3.5.
And Octavio, I like the difference here. He's got Washington.
That definitely.
Okay.
I've got some nice separation from Octavio now. I feel like I've fit in. Welcome.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for being on the board.
Okay. Last game. I'm giving this all to you.
Listen.
This is all you. Lions. Do you know that Jared Goff is 3-1 in the Lions uniform?
Okay, but we said that stat, but we don't know what his record is in cold weather. Because I don't think it's good.
I don't think it's very good. Take on the Packers. So you gotta give Aaron Rodgers those guys the credit. They haven't fought. They haven't. Packers by 4.5.
This is in Lambeau.
It's in Lambeau. Love it. Go.
In my lifetime, the Lions do not win in Lambeau.
This would be the year, right?
This is a serious handicapping show, Doug. This isn't about my team or who I like. This is about picking winners.
Okay,
and the only thing that I'm going to put on this board is what put me 31 games over 500 this season. Is I'm going to put winners on this board. Okay.
Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers, I've been telling you, they're clicking. He's getting better timing. He's clicking with.
You haven't said it. You said it about 3 weeks ago. You were saying that
he hangs on him because he needs them in the right spot. And if you want to catch touchdown passes, you run the right routes. And he said that. And he's not scared of Detroit. And he's going to be coming into this game to make the playoffs. It doesn't even matter what Seattle does. He wins a game, they're in. Aaron Rodgers winning, you're in. Well, it's too bad that you're playing Jared Goff and Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions because the Lions are winning that football game.
Give me some Lion love. That's right, Jay.
And Seattle's losing, the Lions are winning. They're going. This is a serious handicapping show.
We're talking playoffs?
Yeah. Tell me he picked Green Bay because then we can be done with him.
He is. Octavio is taking Green Bay. Octavio.
It's going to come down. You know what? Him and I might be tied going into this game. I hope so because the Lions are winning that football game. Jared Goff's winning that football game. Okay, Dan Campbell's going to bite some kneecaps off. We are ending Week 18 with the Lions in the playoffs.
Okay, Carl's 3-team parlay. Go.
Let's go Dolphins. Skyler.
Dolphins.
I'm going Bengals to cover 6.5 and the Detroit.
I knew it. I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that.
Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up.
Absolutely.
Should have been the Kool-Aid pick plus 4.5.
It should have been the Kool-Aid pick because we now know everything, buddy.
We know everything.
We now know everything.
We know this is a serious handicapping show. We know we love football. We know we're ready for the playoffs, right?
We know it.
Damar Hamlin and his family, thoughts and prayers to them.
Absolutely. So we're going to get this out on YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of happy stuff. Like the show, subscribe. We want to try to get the viewership up.
If you like a show that gives you winners.
We do. We get the winners.
Every week, week in, week out.
Have a great Week 18. Next week's the playoffs, man.
What a season, man.
I know.
What a season.
I know.
All right, let's go. We'll see you next week.
As Carl said, Mr. Hamlin.
Absolutely.
And the family.
Yep.
We're rooting for you, buddy.
We are.
We were thinking
100%.
about you. We're rooting for you. And we want to see you back out there. All right. Have a good one, buddy.
Pick some winners.
We'll see you. Bye.